Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to Season 4 of our subscriber game tournament as we continue here in Round 1 with Group D action. And for the 5th match, we have S.A. Wangpei in the green versus Zhonglee in the red. Now for this matchup here, this is a matchup between our two winless players in the group so far, as S.A. Wangpei lost his first match and Zhonglee lost both of his match early on. So the person who wins here will secure third place, most likely. Although S.A. Wangpei has the chance to actually still win the group or at least force a three-way tie if he wins both of his remaining matches. So we'll see how things go. Now in terms of composition, S.A. Wangpei's bring in his Yellow Dragon comp from seasons past, as we have Yuan Shao and Yuan Shang, with 4 yellow dragons each. Of course, this also activates the familial conflict ability. And then to round out his comp, we have Yan Baihu, who will be invisible here, along with 4 of his unique unit. So melee infantry across the board. We'll see how this plays out. Then for Zhonglee, we have sort of the forever delay comp again. This is with Cao Ren and Fa Zheng's ability. One has a semi-global heal, AoE around himself, infinite use but long cooldowns, and Fa Zheng has the mock ability, so unavoidable damage, but he has to be close range and also long cooldown. So if the match drags on, we can see sort of Zhonglee healing his way back up and mocking the enemy and killing them slowly. And to round out his comp, we have Wu Tugu with Spear Guards. Now these Numbman Spear Guards are very good. We have seen their javelin damage do wonders. There's also Dongzhou on Fa Zheng. Now, Dongzhou is actually pretty terrible in this matchup against Yellow Dragons. Now, they will be protected a little bit by the Tiger Cavalry, as they can do a number on melee infantry if they charge in from the right direction. If S.A. Wangpei keeps his unit in turtle formation and braced, so not moving, then the cavalry wouldn't be too much of a threat. Although I have a feeling that he's just going to be charging in headfirst, which actually might work. They do need to stay in turtle because the javelin will also tear them up as well. But fortunately, they do have a shield. In terms of general matchup, it's going to be a lot of skill play. Yan Baihu actually has some really good targets with those 12 spearmen unit. If he can get poison volley on them, that would be quite nice. Aside from that, the generals has to be decisive for S.A. Wangpei. He does have strong generals with fast attack speed. Just go in. Don't give Zhonglee the chance to keep healing and keep mocking, because we've seen how that went in an earlier group match with Fa Zheng. So let's see how this plays out on the battlefield. Now, as we load into game here, it's not surprising to see S.A. Wangpei with all his melee infantry lined up. A little surprising the invisible ones are also here, but we have Yan Baihu on the side ready to spray his poison arrow into this formation. I don't think there's anything too special about this formation. They are scattered a lot more than I expected. Now, technically, there's no way they should know that Yan Baihu is on the other side, because Yan Baihu was the 3rd general. So that information should not be available, but for some strange reason, maybe they were communicating during the match, as some players do play with voice comms through Discord. So maybe that's why he's a little bit more scattered, so less vulnerable to the poison volleys now. We'll see how that plays out, but overall, units are staying on their own respective sides. I expect just a straight up charge by these guys. Are they in turtle? They're not yet. We'll see if they go into turtle. These units are all in turtle though, not the Dongzhou because they don't have access to turtle. Cavalry's going off to the side. Fa Zheng's probably moving in to get the mock. Now they do have the cavalry to back him up. They can just stay hidden in a tree where they can't find the target and let the infantry actually hit them. Now, Wu Tugu does have a slam ability. Cao Ren's going to be pretty useless for the most part. I mean, this is the heal ability that he has. There's not a lot of healing. Are they charging into a target or are they just walking forward? I think they're just walking forward. Okay, we got a charge. It's going to get slammed. The invisible units are charging the cavalry. I'm not so sure about that. The slam ability is on. I mean, Yuan Shao should be here. Don't be so afraid of the mock that you give up your distant courage ability. What's the point of that then? There's such heavy armor that the base damage is not really that scary. No one's poisoned yet. He has to watch out getting hit by the javelins if he's not careful. Gave up a lot of units over here. So only 5 of the yellow dragons charged here. Are they in? Okay, no formations. 85% range block chance, not too bad. Alright, we got charge commands. But yeah, you gave up 50% of your charge that could have been on the unit if Yuan Shao just walked up. You're so scared of one mock. I mean, it feels like just the pick of Fa Zheng counter the entire strategy of the comp. Just go hit him. Wait, how did they get double mock? It's AoE? Mock is AoE? 15... No. No. Targets in range. Targets in range. I did not know it could be AoE. Go hit him. Indecisions. I don't know why people who pick familial conflict and then don't use them. They can dismount, fight with their infantry, and kill all these generals. Instead, they're watching the generals kill their units and not even giving them the extra morale. Yeah, like you got mocked. Big deal. Fight back. It does seem mock is ignoring armor, because it went from 25k down to 19k. So it's actually true damage. Wow, mock is strong. Especially with AoE. I did not know it was AoE. Stop trying to find a perfect target, just hit something. People are dying. People are dying. There is a cooldown. They mocked you. Fight back. Like, if you're scared when they have it, why are you scared now? I'm baffled by the cowardice displayed by these two guys. I mean, all the infantry are dead now. Every single yellow dragon's gone. Except for this one, but it's about to be gone. Alright, finally used the ability and then just runs away. AoE heal. It heals the units too, but you can't be a dead model. Like, so if there's like 57 guys left, there's a couple guys who's injured, they will heal back up, but you're not going to get the 58th guy, you know, rising from the dead. Oh, here comes the javelins. Oh no, these are just shots. Second mock is going to be another 2-target. Oh, they're splitting. Okay, he does realize it's AoE. Well, that's kind of shocking that's AoE, but still. Okay, he's just desperate. Shooting his own units. Just oh, only one? He moved it. He canceled his own ability. Well, SA Wang Ping is just not using his generals at all. Or at least using them in a really bad manner. I mean, Yamahu's gonna rout soon, because army loss is gonna kick in pretty soon after these guys die. Especially if he pulls them away. He's pulling them farther and farther away into javelins. Mach has landed. Only one this time. Okay, they were spaced out farther enough. I guess they had to be really close to get hit together. Well, they're out of range and everyone routed. And then army locks kick in for Yan Baihu. But it's getting held up a little bit because of the distant courage. But you can see how bad it is. It would be -50 without it. So the minute Yuan Shao gets into combat, he's gone. I mean, what's he gonna do with these 3 generals? I think the concept here when you're fighting a multiplayer battle is that you win even if you have 1 extra unit at the end and there's no follow-up battle. You don't have to be worried about how much damage you're taking as long as you're trading back a decent amount of damage. So like in the case where you have generals that are designed to fight a certain way, you need to have them fight, like they need to be fighting. But he's going to rout right away as he enters combat. And then you want to fight when you still have a chance in the beginning, right? When everything's even. If you're going to disable yourself by not fighting, see how fast they're going to hit and kill. He's dead. They could have done that earlier, even with enemy units around, because they had their infantry around as well. They're going to kill Wutugu real quick too here too. Even dismounted. Oh, but we have Yuan Shao dying. Fa Zheng went in there and killed him. He's still unbreakable, he just lost most of his attack speed. Now I don't think he's going to win against Wutugu. But, don't run! What was that command? Keep hitting! I don't understand why he wants to run away all the time. But that's the match. So what we basically watched is the side that picked the infinite delay comp played it really aggressively and fought with his unit, which, you know, he should. Even if you want to play this delay comp, you should still use your generals. And if you have the infinite heal, you don't mind taking a little bit of damage. Look how many kills Wutugu got off of those yellow dragons. Then the other side, we basically have one general who's hiding on the side trying to hit a couple poison volleys. I think he hit 4 units on his first usage, and then he went ahead and hit about 3 on the second usage that I saw. That also had some friendly fire, but there was such a huge delay in between those. Didn't fight anyone in between. And then 2 generals who's supposed to be boosting their infantry, giving them 50% extra charge, giving them 50 points of morale, and then if the enemy general come and hit your unit, you're supposed to dismount and go in there and kill them so they can't use their abilities to kill your unit, or you punish them by killing them. Even if you trade and take some damage, even if you lose Yuan Shao in that trade, what's the difference in the fight, right? If you lose Yuan Shao and kill Wutugu, that's a win. You don't get the distant courage. The way you played it, you also don't get distant courage, and then you watch them do exactly anything they wanted, and that was the match. As the side with the better infantry couldn't do much, as the cavalry in general picked on them, while their own general sort of abandoned them, and that's pretty much how this match went. Now, with this result, we can still have sort of a tie between 3rd and 4th place, but this secures Zhonglee the head-to-head tie breaker with SA Wangping, because SA Wangping still has 1 more match, so even if he wins that, he would still end the group in 4th place, so he's effectively eliminated. But he can still play sort of a spoiler influence on whether or not Sterling Inquisitor can end the group 3-0. Not a big difference. He would be, Sterling Inquisitor would be 1st place regardless at this point, because he has the head-to-head tiebreaker with Storm's End. So most of this group is figured out, but we still have 1 more match to go, and let's see how that one plays out. So until then, bye!